Hello, everyone at Ecclesia. Good to be with you today and share with you again. I believe that we are now on week 6.
What is time?
Yes, or that, what is time, of virtual church. And we miss you all so much and really enjoyed seeing everybody's faces on the greetings last week. And that was also sad. So it was sort of a mixed bag, but we liked it.
Wait, we can have 2 emotions at the same time?
You can, in fact, have 2 emotions at the same time. I know. Just watch the movie Inside Out.
Okay.
Okay. We just have a couple of announcements that we want to share with you before we get started. The first one is, this looks like it's going to go on for at least another month. That I know my kids are out of school till the end of the year. And so we are going to be meeting via virtual church at least probably through the end of May. So that has brought us to a place of asking what's working, what's not working, what can we improve on? And through some of those conversations, we would just like to ask everybody to be gracious with us and patient with us. We recognize that the internet is limiting. We recognize that this isn't the ideal way to be in community together. And we know that this is hard. Believe me when I say, Bud and I would rather be in a room with all of you guys right now.
Yes.
And so let's just be gracious with one another and patient with one another as we process through this. And hopefully by the summer, we'll be able to enjoy each other's presence like less than 6 feet apart. So that's one thing that I just wanted to ask of you guys. And the other thing is we're looking to revamp how we're doing small groups in the coming weeks. So there'll be more information about that. But for now, know that the married group is staying unchanged and that we will be having our racial justice conversation at 2:00 today. Though that conversation is going to look a little bit different. Some of you may have gotten an email about it. And probably next week we'll be announcing some new things that are coming up for our small groups to get us through this period of time. So be on the lookout for that. And and let's just figure this all out together because this is new for all of us.
Yeah. So this week, many of you may have noticed a deposit in your checking account. That was actually a generous gift from me and Melody. We just felt like we needed to spread. No.
Stop.
Some of you may have gotten that economic stimulus that came through, or maybe on its way in the mail if you didn't have a direct deposit set up. But as I was praying the other day and talking it through with Melody, I thought it'd be a good idea to share with us to see this may be a creative opportunity for us to be generous. Mm-hmm. There are many of us who still have jobs and may not need the economic stimulus. I know that sounds crazy to turn down a check, but there may be those of us who don't need it or don't need all of it. And there are many of us I know that are out of work right now, and that really, really, really hurts. Mm-hmm. So for those of us who have plenty, maybe consider setting aside some or all of that stimulus that you got, perhaps giving it to somebody you know in need, mm-hmm. somebody who's lost their job. And if you don't know of anybody who has gotten that, you can actually give directly to the church with a note about it being for benevolence, and it'll go directly into the benevolence fund. So if we hear of anybody who's mm-hmm. got a need, we can then meet that need or meet part of the need, whatever it is there. So I wanted to encourage y'all to pray about that. We're praying about that as mm-hmm. well, because I thankfully still have my job. I haven't lost my job due to this terrible time we're going through. So we're praying about that as well, and would just encourage you to pray about setting that aside at least and seeing if God is calling you into some kind of generosity with that. So as you check in with each other, don't be afraid to ask, how are you doing? Are you able to feed yourself? Are you paying your bills? That kind of thing, taking care of all the needs of the family. Let's check in on each other in that regard as well. So yeah, just wanted to offer that out there, see what the Spirit does in your heart with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then thank you for everybody who's still continuing to give to the church. Even though we're going through this time, we still do have bills, and we're continuing to be creative with those. So yeah, if you call this your church home and are still able to give, please continue to give. And thank you for your generosity. It's what is fueling, that money is fueling the ministries that we're doing. So we love and appreciate you guys and gals. Man, that was very patriarchal.
It's okay.
We love y'all.
Y'all.
All
yins.
Yinses.
All yins.
And yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
let's get on with it.
Yeah.